Welcome to Satya Skills. In this video, let us learn about venture capital funds in India with special reference to SEBI regulations. The concept of venture capital is in practice in advanced countries is a recent development in India which was formally launched by the Government of India in 1985. But the philosophy of venture capital was a part of developmental programs of industrial banks, that is DFIs such as IDBI, IFCI, etc. that contributed towards equity of high technology units for the promotion of new products and services. Some of the institutions offered such services through various schemes like seed capital scheme, etc. to encourage potential entrepreneurs and first generation industrialists. The Government of India launched the venture capital fund scheme on an experimental basis in the document on long term fiscal policy presented in the Parliament by the Finance Minister on 20th December 1985 with an initial capital of 10 crores rupees. It became operational from 1st April 1986. To make a source of funding to the venture capital fund, the Government of India imposed a cess of 5% called Research and Development Levy on all technology import payments. Administration of the fund was entrusted to IDBI, and the fund was created with an objective of providing capital for pilot plants attempting commercial application of indigenous technology. This is important. In 1988, during the budget session in the Parliament, the Finance Minister announced the formulation of a scheme which enables the venture capital fund and venture capital companies with concessions on capital gains. After the establishment of SEBI, the power to regulate venture capital funds in India was transferred to it. The SEBI issued guidelines for approval and regulation of venture capital funds as per the power conferred by SEBI Act whenever it is required. A detailed video is there on SEBI, you can please go through that. Now, let us look into its regulations. According to regulations of SEBI, venture capital fund can be a company under Companies Act or a trust under Indian Trust Act 1982. It must be registered with SEBI to obtain certificate. The certificate is issued subject to the fulfillment of following conditions. Venture capital funds should abide to the regulations of SEBI and the government. They cannot carry on any other activities. SEBI can issue directions with regard to its activities as venture capital fund. They can raise funds from India or international money markets or capital market. They are not permitted to invest in financial services institutions. Majority of investment should be in equity, that is around 80%. SEBI has powers to inspect the working of institutions and also the records and books of venture capital institutions or venture capital funds. That's all in this video.